Good morning. Welcome back to the best of the best practitioners of love and light. Good to see you here. I just finished a chocolate chip cookie and it was supposed to give me the feel goods. I don't know. Maybe I'm just having my caffeine is whacked because I can't go out and get coffee. I have to save my money. So I'm having tea because that's what's in stock. And so I'm just barely having tea right now. So give me a second to warm up. Yes. It's probably a caffeine thing. I don't know. But I'm better now. Whew. Okay. I forgot what I was going to tell you. It's Ostara. Or the spring equinox, as some would like to call it, or Easter. Whatever the F you want to call it, it's for the spirit of it all. Rebirth. I have to tell you, okay, I'm not going to be like all, going along with the crowd and, just having that, like giving people what they want for the holiday. Maybe I'm going to give you what you want. And you don't know it yet. So anyway, angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, the auras of me, my space, my work, and that of my crew. Much appreciated. Did I burn myself? I don't know. I feel like an owie right there. So I gotta tell you, I got a little triggered watching TikTok. Holy smokes, I haven't scrolled that in a while. So the algorithms are all like frigged up. But with the new set of eyes that you have, it's good to take a break, like every now and then, so that when you walk back into the situation, you're like, oh. It has the like inverse effect, similar to that of when you go on vacation, you go into the vacation home, you're like, like this is how I'd like my home to look, or you have that refresh perspective of when you get back home, you're like, oh, okay, like you're either proud of yourself for cleaning up and getting everything in tip-top shape, or you're inspired to make those changes. So it's similar to like that culture shock. With a new set of eyes, walking into another like social platform or whatever, in grouping, electronically and or in person. So yeah, as you develop, you get to see just how quick it is to read energies. And what do I want to say about that? Because I saw a bunch of stuff on Iran and how there's some that are rehearsed to spread misinformation, and there's some that are just going based on feeling without, like, it's presumption, like it's, how do I say it? There's something not right about certain postings. You can tell there's something really off. But the thing that I found off-putting was this well-known creator who always flashes her master's degree right upon intro. And it's cool. You want to go ahead and do that, that's cool. But it's a matter of like validation. Like, okay, so now you can listen to me. Oh, now I'm creditable. Like, now you can listen to me, rather than, seems to be more of a marketing tool than something that she's proud of earning, and that's just my perception as far as like my gifts, like seeing into how people portray them, like what their methods are, and the way she goes about it is very, like, her casual, relaxed demeanor, her nonchalant demeanor is also rehearsed. It's weird. It's freaking weird. And I have to like give some piece to that, because she's young, and I've seen myself in those atmospheres of being young, and wanting to be grown up or act more of a certain thing than like, I don't, like, stage something. I'm not here to nitpick on people, but she said something about, maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong, Ostara or Ostra, whatever. It's all about the spirit of certain things. So, like, I know that when people say certain things, like, it's, how do I say it? They passively aggressively discount other people based, how do I say it? That's their tone, that tone that they set, and then they say, and then they move on to that, further validating their points. So I'm not gonna speak into detail, etc., about like pinpointing this creator, because it's not about this particular creator. It's about the energy behind it, and we're within the same umbrella of practice. But like, whatever you want to freaking call it, it's the same ish, okay? Even if I mispronounce it, it doesn't invalidate me, okay? So I'm just telling you that I noticed, and so I'm discounting that energy, okay? I don't put up with that here. No, I'm not gonna let it. No, that's all, okay? So the spirit of Santa and all that goes with the same. As far as practices, I did some wonderful housekeeping. That's why I didn't manage to get over here. I usually conduct spring cleaning off season, but this time around I was fully inspired to do so, and it didn't, like, I didn't go aggro on it. I was just did what I was called to do. I fixed the pot that got broken, and it's setting right now, and it's I'm eyeing the tile stuff that I'm going to do mosaic work with. I have not done that before. The wire wrapping stuff I have, like, I started a few years ago or whatever, and it's like an on and off relationship. But like, I do stuff mainly for my practice before I put it out there. Part of it is practical as far as being tester on the material and how patterns hold up and all of that before I really put it out there. But that's just what and the other part is, like, it gets me to making the tools that I need in order to to engage in my craft. And it's worked wonderfully. Like, do you know how many full moon stuffs I have? New moon stuffs? It's so cool. I love it. It's like my secret retreat. And anyway, okay, mosaic stuff, okay. So I did that. I cleaned up the front door area. Oh my god, it was a fucking wreck. It was no, it was bad. But it didn't take much, and I decided to go ahead and make sense out of it, because it's been like that for it was just awful with it is so much better now. But like, I had to go hand in hand with Feng Shui and clean up the area, because it's just out of respect, a welcoming to like abundance. And I kept thinking about those readings about the reef, and I just had to comply. And what a freaking difference. Seriously, it's better lit, it makes more sense, there's more area in the, come on, so much better. Like, after I do all of these things, I realize, oh, I should have done a before picture. But like, it's so embarrassing to see the before. Like, you have to be very talented at stage set, you know, production or whatever, to get the very like all of the details, that like the many layers of different kinds of dust and pollen and dog hair and all of this other crap strewn into the area. That's so much better. I love it. I love it now. Yeah. So the energy is much, much better. My plants are hella happy. They're getting more aeration. Like, any bit helps. Like, seriously, they're so much happier. So, oh my gosh, my garlic is, what? When did you all decide to raise your hands out of that soil? That was crazy. It was crazy. I was happy. I was crazy happy. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go with the First Light Tarot. I decided to get all of my just like one genre. So I got the First Light Tarot because the season, 'tis the season, and we just talked about the connectivity to not just the astral realm when it comes to plant sentience, but also the solar, like not solar, but like, you know, the celestials, other planets, you know, the galaxy. So, we got 2 sets of tarot. And the Syrian Starseed Tarot, which I haven't used in a while. And first, this is the first thing that called to me, which is Ascension cards. Was it that or the First Light Tarot? I don't remember. This is the last one, though. Okay. It was the First Light Tarot. Then Ascension, then the... So that's what we're going to do. I don't know what, Spirit, what do you want to talk about? Because I know this sounds like all petty and stuff, but when you look at it on a microcosmic level, you can see how much bullshit that ties into with the macrocosm. So that energy right there of like self-validating righteousness in a very similar practice is just like almost blasphemous to me. Like almost nose up in the air while I don't know, it was not very loving. It was not very accepting. It was not, I don't know. Like, and I already kicked her out of, like I said, not interested in this creator, like at least 2 times, and now she's back again. So I know that was a very in-your-face, like, direct energy, passive-aggressive energy. And to tell you the truth, I'm very turned off by it, obviously. But, like, you know what? We all have some growing to do, and I'm just gonna kind of leave it at that. But she's not welcome into my energy. Like, I'm very accepting, but I'm not tolerant of bullshit mind games. Okay? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what are we gonna have, Spirit, for First Light Tarot? This is the last card that it's Emperor. Okay. And then it got into 5 of Code. Puzzle, synchronicity, coincidence. So what would that be? What would 5... Wait. I think that's... I think that's the Hierophant in reverse. Let me just double check. This is tarot. Give me a second. We're learning here. Hey, is it this? There's a chart. Oh my gosh, what's going on here? 5. Hello, where are you? Insight cards. Oh, it's an insight card. Okay. Independence, flexibility, change, continuous movement. Meditate, pray, study, but do not be swayed by those who do not believe in science. Sometimes the smallest shell on the seashore will have the greatest lessons for you. Oh, you know what? Do I want to say it? Do I want to say it? Spirit, should I say it? I think she was very triggered herself because of her book studies and her personal realm of practice, limited just to hers, was very triggered by the fact that I was speaking on a realm that she found specialty in, whereas I'm a newbie. And if you know that there are different that there is a realm that is has various access points of discovery, then you should know within your mastery of book studies that your experience is not limited to speak for the totality of the subject. So, what I know to be within a certain realm of sentience is our demonstrations of my access points. They're not a depiction of all, but rather what I am able to access, what I am gifted in accessing, and what I'd like to share with the community. Because, of course, there's bullshit in almost every single, community. So, it's kind of a time waster for me to focus on bringing out that part of sentience to a realm that to humans, to those that don't really have a connection to it, don't really believe in all of that stuff. So it's I'm a good rep for when it comes to that realm, because in educating within a certain realm, you're how do I say it? That sentience wants me to be a good brand ambassador to it. Mm-hmm. Not to instill fear or doubt. You lose the freaking magic. You lose the point of your freaking degree, diploma, certification, or whatever when you kill the spirit of it. So, anyway, I can tell that there's some hard stuff going on within her. So that's as much as I can say, and it's okay if you don't understand, but maybe you understand within your own realm. Okay, so that was 6, Lovers in reverse. I don't know if this takes it in reverse into consideration, but it's two worlds almost colliding, but they're kissing. Do you see that? Smoochy smooch. Matters of the heart, choices, and physical love. What is going on, Spirit? What do you want to talk about? Okay, let's say we can take it in reverse. Let's kind of like just kind of bookmark that. What? Okay, this touched on it and then it flew right off. 8, emotion, control of self. Oh my gosh. Someone's withholding their emotions. They understand the reality of a driven connection, yet their MO is not quite in alignment with such. Let's find out why, spirits. Or if you want to tell me, it's okay. We're switching topics here. Maybe not. Maybe they're in alignment. Who knows? Let's see. I'm curious. Oh, it landed right on top. It's the wild card. You don't know. We have others. Gosh, no. For real. What? I gotta read this. I mean, it like, are you kidding me? It landed like right on top of them. It doesn't even have a number on it. This is an undefined card. What the frick? It's not even on the chart. What are you doing? What are you doing to me, Spirit? Just kidding. Okay. Wild card. Dude, what? Where is the wild card? Seriously. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I didn't even know it had a wild card. Are you ready for like another 2-hour session with me? La 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 la. Okay, the wild card is where? Are you gonna tell me? This is insane. Why are you doing this to me? Wild card. By the way, the Lover's card is NASA, ESA, and the Hubble, SM4, ERO team. Interesting. Gosh, what is the wild card? Are you just going to keep me suspended here? Like, seriously? I don't understand what is going on. You can't just give me a wild card and there's like, you can't do that. Why would you do that? Spread cards, 1 or 2. Okay. Wait, what? There's 2 wild cards. How are you even doing that? What does this even mean? Oh my gosh. Why would you do this? Why would you embarrass me? Just kidding. I'm not embarrassed. I love ya. It's okay. 'Tis a humbling experience. Is it not? Yes, it is. Okay. My tummy, what are you doing? I don't know, man. Like, seriously. I guess I should read up on it. But what? I don't understand. Okay, let's give it a little bit of time. Let's go in here. La-di-da-di-da-da. Let's scan. Scan. It doesn't say anything yet about the wild card. What the heck? I'm skimming and I don't. Oh my goodness! Give me a second. La di da, di da di da, di da di da, di da di da. Spread cards. Each card you lay down will add to the story. As mentioned, there are 22 spread cards as follows. Did I miss something here? 22 spread cards. The first two are wild cards. Okay, let's read it intuitively. Dude, seriously. You know, space is the final frontier. So, okay. Emotion. What? Spirit, it's like, what is going on? Magician in reverse, creativity, illusion, power. There's something, you know what? Oh my goodness. You know, having the Lover's card and then emotions kind of withheld. Like there's, what do you call it? Just, I think at the heart of it, if you're talking about not just the core, but the heart of sentience, like the heart of it, is that there's a bit of timidness in this, and just because it's unfamiliar, and it's so powerful. Come on, I mean, it's a wild card. And Magician in reverse, there's a lot of things to discover when it comes to magic unfolding, when it comes to this union, whatever this thing is, okay? That's insane. Okay, I'm going to open the deck. Like, seriously, like, no interference. Like, what is this? 7, diversity, blending. This is from, like, 2 different worlds that could easily collide, but instead they're kissing. I think that's why there's a sense of timidness. Like, who is my... I don't even know if I want to call him my person. I don't even understand. What is this bond? Like, what's going on? Bottom of the deck is energy 9. Flow. It says, like, don't overthink. What is it? This thing should be very, this connection should be, very, like, synchronous. I don't even understand. A blending? This is, like, supposed to happen. Okay, this top card. Okay, this top part. Okay, it's a chariot pronounced. Okay, it, like, my hand hit it or something? The top card. And so it accentuated while I was trying to pick up this, which is 3. Good versus evil, battle in reverse. 3. They said that this connection would be very free-flowing and easy. I think that, I mean, as a one-to-one. What the frick is this? I don't even understand. Okay, my stomach feels a little weird. What's going on? Oh my gosh. Their stomach feels a little weird too. Let me tell you. Okay. Ascension card time. What's going on? Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and channel in energies. What energy is with us to protect us and guide us at this time? For the lovers. Or potential lovers. I don't know. Oh gosh. What's going on here? Oh dear. Pallas Athena, 48. Pallas Athena is known as the goddess of truth and wisdom. She is lord of karma for the 4th ray and holds the sword of truth to show humanity the way. Although she wields her sword from the highest ideals and divine truth, she prefers to use wisdom to settle disputes. I have chocolate chips in my nails. Okay. Your guidance is to follow her example. See the higher perspective in all areas of conflict. Draw on your abundance of wisdom and tact to communicate with everyone concerned. And use the sword of truth to point the divine way forward. I use the sword of truth to lead the way. Okay. All right, so back to that conflict resolution thing with that other girl. I think we were dually triggered. But, okay. We all have some things to work on. Mine is to be able to stand apart from the situation and realize where she's coming from. That it's not a personal offense, even if it was a passive-aggressive tone towards, in messaging. So somebody's getting their karma. It's not her. It's other people. I know. This is simultaneous. Like, there are a lot of things that are expedited at this time. So what do we want to say, Spirit? Some people are triggered by, several things, like simultaneously. Like, especially if it's a tie-in to the lovers thing. And, like, let's say somebody envies a certain facet of your life, and something that's coming your way is highly projected within that facet. Well, somebody who has, like, high up there on their pride level and has wounds that they have yet to deal with, they are going to hone in on that. But at the same time, there's also a cover-up, technology is what I'm hearing, when it comes to how they approach your energy. So what they'll do is they'll point the finger at something else that they don't like, which is kind of like a pet peeve of theirs or something like very minor, when in all actuality, the heart of it, the hardened heart part of it, is the part that they're really honed in on privately. So that's what I'm noticing here. Especially her being young and well accomplished already in a certain avenue, and has like a large amount of followers and supporters, that if she can't get this one facet straightened out in her life, then it's yeah, that's what I'm getting there. Okay, this one, these two. Okay, Kuan Yin. Okay, so it's compassion. Yeah, so that's definite. And then Archangel Metatron's cloak. Okay. Oh, see? This is just what we're talking about. Okay. Kuan Yin is a master of the 12th ray of unconditional love. She radiates a vibrant cerise pink light of divine feminine energy, love, and compassion. Kuan Yin is re-empowering women everywhere and bringing forward feminine wisdom in men. She is inviting you to develop your divine feminine qualities, including your healing abilities. Find ways to nurture and empower others and yourself. Give yourself permission to go with the flow and share with everyone for this highest good. This will subtly affect your stellar gateway chakra, which is like right above, right? And building the Antakarana bridge to source. Excuse me. The affirmation is, I act for my divine feminine wisdom. And lastly, Archangel Metatron's cloak, 51. It is an honor to receive this card, for the cloak allows Metatron's energy to be held in your aura. It ensures that your 12 chakras are open and protects you from lower energies. This means that you can link to the 7th dimension of Hollow Earth and access wisdom from your 4 ascension planets. Walk tall and stand in your power. Wearing this cloak will help you guide others on their ascension path. You are called on to do this. Empower people to see who they are and what they can do. The affirmation is, I stand in my power and lead others forward. Okay. So I'm actually happy that I did not call out this person into fuller detail. I mean, number one, not by name, not by business name, not by any of that, but their particular specialty, like to continuously detail out, is was non-essential. So I'm really glad that I did that, because you don't want to like scuffle up somebody's growth path. So especially if there's a potentiality for it and there's so much room for that, especially being like a youngin, yeah, because I was once young, and like I looked at a video I was watching a video that was done on, I think, March 2nd, so like 18 days ago, and I was thinking, like, who was I on March 2nd? Like, how much growth was there within a 2.5 week time span between then and mentioning now? And it came up on my feed, and I was told to watch it, so I got about halfway through in it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's helpful. And I mean, like, you forget certain parts of yourself, like the parts that you're proud of. Luckily, that's what I was looking at. But then I can draw back to like 3 years ago or 5 years ago, where I was not proud of myself. I didn't believe in myself, and all of this other stuff, like all this other baggage. So, a lot can happen, and so I'm just glad, that I stopped at a certain point. Okay. Next up, Syrian Starseed Tarot. What are we gonna... I don't even remember what this looks like in here. Okay. So, what else do we want to say? I wanted to ask, like, what do like the best of the best practitioners of love and light need to hear at this time? And I totally forgot about it until now. Gosh. Okay. These have been cut, so I don't know what these are. But this looks like the Page of Pentacles, but it's like dreaming of the Knight of Swords, being the Knight of Swords. Oh, there might be like people like in Pride that are part of this, because it's the Page of Pentacles dreaming of a Knight of Swords, but it's... Let me see here, because it looks like intuitively, it doesn't say it. It's orbs, so it's, let me see here. They separate the orbs. I think they just go 1 through 10. What? No. They go through 1 through 10 in each suit. So they don't have... That's weird. I mean, they have the major arcana, but they don't have... That's weird. Okay, so... This is weird. Okay. The orbs correspond to air, so that's probably why. This is the Ace of Orbs. Let me see here. This is not it. Okay, I think I'm going to read it like how I'm going to read it, because that's not right. Maybe I'm just speeding through it. Let me see here. Dude. Yeah, it doesn't give the, no, it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to read this intuitively, okay? Okay, so the page, gosh. Threw me in for a loop, but that's okay. We're adaptable. Okay, so this page is, practitioner is, you know, sitting on the rocks, basically. And, it looks like almost perplexed and troubled. But holding this concept of needing to expedite and show up in a more aggressive fashion. So this is a progressive thinker wondering what it is that's missing. Why is he not moving faster? He or she. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords right here, it looks like. But honestly, I think it's justice. Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. This is so weird. Am I going to keep this? Because this is, again, they don't have the King and the Queens here. I think I'm going to label these cards. Dude, it's not justice, but I've got to say this is the Queen and the King of Swords. This is so strange. What's the deal here? Okay, so we have 13. It's death. What is going on? There's something I don't know what's going on here. It may be save this video for later, but 13? It's death. I think there's a lot of things going on right now, and there's just a lot of energies now that you know, when it comes to this rebirth and expansion, we're just used to a certain locus of I don't want to say control, but it's this area, this certain region. And so when we grow, there's so much more energy to read for, and it becomes more complex in accessing the key points for all to take away. And so I think there's just a lot of changes going on right now, and to give room for that and grace for that, because we're looking at the Lover's card and we're looking at the intermeshings of somebody that needs to deal with their own pains, and like that they maybe don't realize is like hidden there, and so there's other conflict that arises. It's just knowing that there are certain waking points for all of us, and to penalize another for that realm where they're more than halfway through or very, very, very close to breakthrough. How do I say it? Because I think it's more, actually closer to more than halfway through. There's something that's very deep rooted. Okay, so let's access another point here. Okay, Spirit. 15, it's the Devil card. It's getting snatched, but like in a different way, not snatched in a good way. This is being snatched, like getting caught, entangled in a place where you feel very vulnerable. Okay. Bottom of the deck is what? Okay, what is this? Eyes? I'm gonna have to label some of these cards. I'm not quite understanding this. Eyes. I think when you look at like the countertop and you're just like looking to see if there's any crumbs or whatever, especially if you have like a marbled countertop, and you just like check to see if there's still dirt. I think that's what they're saying here. Because there's a lot of ripples here, and this reminds me of the new school epoxy crafting, where it looks like waves, but when you actually look at it, like see eye to eye with it, you'll see that it's just like a flat surface, and it's constructed to be an illusion. So I think that's what we were talking about when it comes to looking at energy, seeing it for what it is, not what it seems to be. And I think that's where the alignment truly is. Like, I wasn't going to post this video because I'm like, what is going on? It's like people are not going to get it. And then you realize, like, you just got to let that go. And you just got to read the cards, Tina. You're good at reading the cards. So, just keep going with it. And the people that are staying are meant to stay. And those that are meant feel called to just get an excerpt are, that's their thing too. So there's no offense in it whatsoever. These readings are designed that way, that the access points that you get are meant to be when you're supposed to get them, even as you revisit them, because like I know that from my own experience. So as far as when you're seeing something eye to eye with it, like being level with it, you get to see it for how it really is. How they really are. And part of that is also not disguising the fact that there's huge call outs. Like, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking also about my ex, and it's like, at some points you can explain certain things, but you can't rationalize it all. You can't change the energy just by seeing it eye to eye. It doesn't mean automatic compliance either, because like that epoxy countertop is going to remain within that illusion that it's meant to be constructed as. But now, every single time that you want to be honest with, let's say a clearing session, then within transparency, if you want to like clean up the countertops, you have to go like eye to eye with it from now on, because you know that it's there's some things that are just in disguise. Okay, so this one is 9 of Wands. See, like, we know better. That's just what that is. Yeah. Okay, anything else that you want to say, Spirit? Oh, wait. This way. before we move on to the bananagrams, because yeah, and I was cleaning up, so along with, you know, what I did yesterday, I cleaned up. That was the first part of it. And I went in the garage and I found like some book stuff, like some resources. So then I started binding a book or binding some paperwork that was just like yay high. So I could further dive into some information. And so that was very satisfying, because I was just kind of going, I didn't research how to bind a book or whatever. I just decided to, any improvement is like good, just better. So I did that, and it's sitting on my bed and it's ready to be accessed. So we have 6 of Cups, muted if not inverted. So it's like when you bring about your best and you know that there's only more to uncover that's like even better, we're already tapped into a reality of bonds that are sacred, that have always been there but have yet to be discovered. So it's not putting things on blast. It's just an inner knowing and that comfort that even though the world is still showing us certain misalignments, they're just like refreshers, like pop quizzes, like, do you remember this? Do you remember what to do with that situation? And some of it is so easy that it's coming off almost as like extra credit. So that's kind of like what I feel like when it comes to this initial energy that I was talking about. That it's easy to be transparent. And the more honest you are with yourself and the situation and how they link up together as far as learning materials, it becomes easier to like speak with understanding from where the other person is coming from. I may not need to know all of the details, therefore I'm not going to dig, but at the same time, like I also know that I have a certain threshold, and there's only certain things that, like, I'm not going to continuously put up with that kind of behavior. So as much as, like, how do I say it? I choose to thrive within my preferences. How do I say it? So if someone's trying to take away from my energy because of their unhealed stuff, like, that's not something that I'll allow for. So yeah, it's just knowing that we have that, we're tapped into that. Okay, and that eventually those relationships, those bonds will come to surface. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that wanted to show up over here. So it's a dude holding a crystal. Like, it's knowing it's that there's growth and illumination when it comes to our own magic, and how that that speaks to other sentience. That's a common language. That's not just one particular love language. That's universal, or that type of energy. Okay, bottom of the deck. Oh, a pendulum. So it's the Hangman in reverse, or no, it's a Hangman. So it's knowing the answers when we look at things objectively. Okay, what is this? So it's coming from the solar plexus chakra. Identity. Creativity. Yeah, it's holding lighting a candle for in loving memory of the higher selves of others. And definitely for self. So that's what you stand for. Okay. All right. So that's very nice. I like it. And now we are moving into bananagrams. Dude, I don't understand. Like, my hips are sore. My knees are sore. What am I sitting on? Okay. I woke up kind of like that. My, I don't know how many people are going to watch this. Maybe, like, 2. Just because, like, I don't know how relatable this is. I just know that, like, I'm just sorting things out. Oh, sorry. Okay, so we had I think was the first letter. Then T, E, E, D, N, O, K, L, T, O, T, O, R, I, R, U. Again, we have Rui here. We have return on investment. We have do not. We have don't. We have no. Oh wait, not. Like K-N-O-T. We have low key. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of duplicate here. Do we have... Okay, so we have Ted, Ned, Elk, Protection Rune, TNT, Dynamite, Brought, Rio, like Rio Grande or the Rio, I don't know. Edit, Orion again. Eric, but with a K. Lori, with or without the E. Lonnie, but with only one N though. Lottie, like Lottie Dottie. Okay. We don't cause trouble. We don't bother nobody. We're just some fools who rock the mic. And when we rock the mic, when we rock the party, we rock the mic, right? Something like that. Okay. Ron. Ken. Dory. Derek. Tony. Irene again. Dirk. One. Dirt. I'm hearing Nobodies by Marilyn Manson. Nobodies want to be somebodies. We're dead. So we know just who we are. Huh. I don't know. Door. Doritos. But it's only one. Somebody just stopped at one. Okay. Dent. Riot. Rourke, like Mickey Rourke. Somebody like into like baseball and or movies. Mickey Rourke. That's the first time that I've gotten that. It's Rourke, right? And since we saw Rio, then I think we're looking also at, since Mickey Rourke played like one of the main characters in Sin City, we're also looking at that. Lion also. So yesterday we had some kind of reference to Lionsgate that doesn't come until like August 8th. So we're a ways from that right now, but I feel like for me, Leo might be strongly placed in your charts as well. So yeah, okay. So we had that, in Wizard of Oz, finding the courage, right? I see TikTok here. But it's one or the other. Kite. For the benefit of Mr. Kite. That's what is seen in other Mr. K will challenge the world. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like that's the energy here. For the benefit of Mr. Kite. Being for the benefit of Mr. Kite. For real. I see ditto. So somebody feels the same way, but not in so many words. I'm just saying like ditto. Hey, Tommy, what the heck? Yeah, ditto too. But it looks like someone's happy about that. Like laying down, kind of like happy about that. Oh my gosh, somebody feels the same way. What? But what? Something about rot. There's also people who do not like Mickey Rourke because, let me show you, hold on. Okay, so looking at this, it looks like somebody's like laying down, like happy. It was kind of like, I don't know. But then right here, it can go right there. So it's like rot on Rourke. So there's something bad there. That's what I'm seeing. But I'm reluctant to doing that. There's also like dot here, somebody's name. Or they're like finishing up something, so they're like dotting their I's, crossing their T's. Like, I agree. Oh my gosh, what is going on with my tummy? It could be toe as well, or lot. But I really feel like this is the first part that it called to. And it makes most sense without being super duper controversial with this whole thing. Because, like, you know, I don't think, I'm just going to leave it at that. That was like a very strange reading. But, you know, we're getting used to the energies, the expansion, and all of that. So, I'm excited to continue cleaning. And I hope this was of help for you. And I think that's it for now. Maybe I need to do some research on Mickey Rourke. What's going on there? Oh my gosh. I think since we got the death card too, I think he's about to pass. There's something going on there. There's something going on there. I don't understand. Yeah, there's something going on there. Come on, like seriously. Rot on Rourke? Like, there's something going on there. I don't know what, but like my stomach kept going like weird and bonkers. Let me see here. Let's grab one. It's Ace of Cups. Okay. Ace of Cups. What is the deal with that? So, this is talking about like new beginnings, again, a rebirth, just an overflow of abundance, refreshers. So even all of that stuff is happening. The bottom half says like, implies like, I'd rather be flying a kite, ditto, and that's to, move our energy away from, that which is implied to call. I don't know. There's some energy that we need to pull away from, similar to that. Yeah. There's some huge volatility there. But anyway, I thank my sponsors and my supporters. All donations provided in light and love. I truly appreciate it. I know that this wasn't the best feel goods, but that this is just the topic for today. And I'm glad that we hit areas of resolution. So thank you for your help with that, your guides. Thank you. And so now that this reading is officially over, upon closing all portals, I send all energies back with their appropriate karmas due, and the initial domino sequence initiated. Sending all energies back with their appropriate karmas due, closing all portals in light and love now.